outside, chip, combination crack, all of these can be fixed right here. Why change and put on something that doesn't have the capacity to withstand the pressure and put on a bootleg? Fix what you have. Because that Junior & Sons bring all of the issues to naught.
Printing, engraving, signs, banners, posters, billboards. We do it here. AC Repairs. Come and check us out. At Junior & Sons, one place you get everything done. Looking forward to seeing you.
Compelling design starts with familiar elements that captivates the eyes with a fresh perspective. Most of us long for the ability to choose our surroundings. At Andy and Amrit Furniture Store, we believe that your paradise should be easy as walking through your own front door. With our great line of home furnishings for you to choose from, with sofas starting from $50,000, we also custom built to suit your specifications. So come visit with us and make your choice. We also sell MDF, white pine wood and white pine plywood. Andy and Amrit Furniture Store located at 7B Good Hope Public Road, East Coast, Demerara. Telephone 503-8001 or 658-4785. Layaway and financing available. Come see us first.
Super 6 is the jackpot game with the biggest cash payout, and it's very simple and easy to play. With increased chances of winning, just pick any 6 numbers from 1 to 28, or buy a quick pick and you can be a jackpot winner. Get 6 numbers and you can win the jackpot. Match 5 numbers plus the bonus ball and be a winner. You're still a winner if you match 5 numbers, 4 numbers, or even 3 numbers plus the bonus ball. Get a free ticket if you match the letter. Drawing twice per week. You never want to miss your chance at being a jackpot winner. So, remember, a ticket a day can make you rich today.
Not a single bar of service.
Not with us. Digicel officially has the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Agricola, the company behind Speed Test, recognizes Digicel as the network with the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Be it in Aishalton or in Eterengbang, we got you covered.
Digicel, the award-winning network for everyone, everywhere.
Looking for quality furniture at great prices? Check J&J Classic Furniture Store, located at 301 LBI Railway Embankment, East Coast, Demerara. Call 220-6783 or 628-9016. In stock chair sets, wardrobes, chest of drawers, suites, dining sets, TV stands, china cabinets, vanities, and beds. It's J&J Classic Furniture Store. Call 220-6783 or 628-9016.
आया रमज़ान रहमत वाला तेरी इनायत या अल्लाह माहे रमज़ान की हम रहमत पाएंगे रोज़ा रखने की ताकत दे हिम्मत हमको या अल्लाह सजदे में हम अपने सर को झुकाएंगे.
These nice products, I spoke with proper things. Peppy's, you get it best on these things. Oh no, bless up.
Okay. Pack up these things. Yellow, you put the things in the car.
Loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. Do-da-do-da-do. I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I love all of you.
Peppy's, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
And you. I love Peppy.
Play Instacash for your chance to win instant cash. Yep, win up to $1 million on the spot. With many games to choose from at price points of $200, $300, and $500. Instacash is all about instant wins. Tickets are printed right at the lottery terminal. There's no waiting on draws. All games are easy to play and easy to win. There's absolutely no limit to how many games you can play at once. So, play Instacash for your chance to win cash on the spot. Remember, A ticket today could make you rich today.
Yeah, blasted, disgusting children. Get inside.
So what about the children in the yard?
Not me. I ain't getting involved. I don't want my name calling people's story.
You rather know those children get abused before you do something to stop it or prevent.
That is not my concern. I just feel like I see nothing, hear nothing. I am not getting involved.
Bring the child care and protection hotline. Them people know how to deal with it. You don't have to give them your name.
Call the Child Care and Protection Agency hotline on 227-0979. Children need adults to protect them. Don't let them down.
Mother Kali Mata astrologer in Guyana. Pandith Shiva. Know your past, present, future. Relationship problems. Love spells. Health problems. Financial problems. Business problems. Court case. Marriage problems. Family problems. Sexual problems. Good luck. Domestic problems. Promotion. Remove evil spirits. Remove black magic. He will give permanent supreme power protections for your all problems. Meet him once and get permanent solutions for your all problems. Located in Brickdam, Georgetown. Call or WhatsApp for more information, +59 261200036. All religions are welcome. All matters private and confidential. Mother Kali Mata Astrology.
Caribbean Inn, located at 86 Agriculture Road, Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara. Plan your next function, grab a drink, or stay in any of our comfortable suites. Welcome to our slice of paradise. Check us out today on www.caribbeaningy.com.
Your top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. No progress on day 3 of conciliation talks. GTU says 20% interim payment is fair. Inhumane treatment of Success residents, says Aubrey Norton. Harsher penalties introduced into new sea and river defense bill. And the power ship operating at maximum 36 megawatts capacity. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Travis Chase with the Monday, May 20 edition of the HGP Nightly News. We have what you need to know this evening. We tell you first up that conciliation meetings aimed at resolving the ongoing strike by teachers for collective bargaining made no progress on Monday. You'll hear more in this report. No progress has been made when talks between the Guyana Teachers Union and the Ministry of Education continued on Monday. Government continues to hold to its position that an interim 20% across-the-board payment to be made to all teachers before the union calls off the ongoing strike and engages in conciliation talks with education officials is unreasonable.
It's still at square one. They are, if you have seen the statement put out today, there are two critical issues that we highlighted. One would have been the interim payout, which gives a safety net for teachers who have taken a stand with the union. And the second one being The second one being the timeline. So we haven't really made any progress today.
That's President of the Guyana Teachers Union, Dr. Mark Light. Light said that the government is showing no interest in considering its proposal.
Well, we've wasted 2.5 hours today, I would say, or more, little more than that. So yes, today was absolutely not a productive day.
At the initial stage of the conciliation talks, the GTU presented the proposal outlining the conditions for the resumption of work, including an interim 20% across-the-board payment, removal of the Minister of Labour from the negotiation process, and the establishment of an arbitration tribunal if negotiations fail.
Now, given our experience in the recent past, we can't compromise on that. The interim payment is critical to bringing the situation to normalcy.
According to Dr. Light, no date has yet been set when the GTU and the Education Ministry will meet again.
So let's say we got a 20% and the negotiations prove to be 40%, then the government will only pay the additional 20%. So that gives a safety net that they're going to be serious about the process. We have seen, the process not being genuinely pursued, and that's what we're guarding against.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. Meanwhile, General Secretary of the Guyana Teachers Union, Coretta MacDonald, says the 2019 to 2023 proposal submitted to the government is not an exam paper. It is the view of General Secretary of the Guyana Teachers Union, Coretta MacDonald, that the People's Progressive Party civic government is operating as though the 2019 to 2023 multi-year proposal submitted by the union for increases in salaries and other benefits for teachers is a never-before-seen document. MacDonald said she remains befuddled as to why the government would only now reject the document.
This multi-year proposal that we have submitted, it's not anything strange to the PPP. As a matter of fact, the first multi-year agreement that was signed with the PPP, that was signed by the GTU, was signed with the PPP, as with Barrett Jagdeo there as president. So it's not something strange like an examination paper that we're putting in front of you with topics that you did not cover.
The union has proposed a 25% salary increase in 2019 and a 20% increase for 2020 to 2023. A proposal government has said is unreasonable.
The whole notion of GTU being irresponsible and the 20% asking is not right in their sight. It's just unfortunate that we have persons who can be so heartless and so crude, and very, very inconsiderate and not caring, let me say that.
The GTU posited that for almost 4 years, the union has been trying to negotiate with the Ministry of Education for their multi-year proposal.
Because for you to have an entity knocking at your door from 2020 to now, and then you have the audacity to say what you were saying then now, it means that something is wrong with you.
MacDonald said the union will continue to fight until teachers receive the recognition and compensation they deserve for their invaluable contributions to society.
That proposal has been there on almost everybody's desk within the government agencies that are directly responsible for the teachers' business or teachers' affair or teachers' welfare. We've been calling from 2020. We've called in 2021 and 2022. We sent several correspondence.
Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. The parliamentary opposition believes that the People's Progressive Party civic government is half-hearted in its approach to the debt write-off for past and present students from the University of Guyana. More from Daisy Richards.
The opposition is alleging that the People's Progressive Party Civic, PPPC, after years of empty promises to make the University of Guyana free, now announced a debt write-off plan. Leader of the opposition, Aubrey Norton, says this plan is no way close to making the university free and does not cater to students paying cash or using loans.
The plan comes nowhere near to making university education free. It ignores those who are currently in the system and who are paying cash or using loans. Its focus on debt write-off will have limited impact as many graduates have migrated or have not commenced loan repayment.
The opposition highlighted that the government made this announcement after it was pressured to do so by the students and the youth community.
The government has reluctantly walked back one or two elements from the initial announcement, but nothing can save the PPP stingy scheme.
The opposition added that this new announcement has been widely criticized, and as such they are pressing for a more comprehensive plan as it regards to tertiary education at the University of Guyana. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Thank you, Dacia. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Transitions Light Intelligent Lenses. Pick your color. Choose your style. Available at Optique Vision Care.
We at SNL Electrical Agency believe that a good design begins with a great lighting plan. From ambiance lighting to statement chandeliers. Trendy LED fixtures. We've got it all. Layering your homes with lights is the key to creating spaces that welcome, comfort, and inspire. SNL Electrical Agency, importers and distributors of all electrical lamps, solar lights, cables, circuit breaker panels, AC units, and so much more. SNL Electrical Agency, 179 to 180 Thomas Street, Kitty. Telephone 226-3018, 223-1634.
Say goodbye to germs with a free Sterling Super Soap automatic dispenser. That's right, get free equipment and installation of our touch-free dispenser. The perfect amount of soap every time ensures clean and germ-free hands. Refilling is quick and easy with 4 amazing fragrances: coconut, sunflower sunrise, pink blossom, and citrus zest. Call us on 265-7403.
Krishna Roth Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Roth Establishment, no job is too small or too large.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. We tell you now that President Irfan Ali on Monday expressed deepest condolences on behalf of the government and the people of Guyana to the supreme ruler, government, and people of the Islamic Republic of Iran for the tragic loss of President Ibrahim Raisi and Foreign Minister Hussein Amir Abdullahian in a helicopter crash on Sunday. President Ali, in a Facebook post, said, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Iran during this difficult time." The now downed helicopter, one of 3, was traveling in a convoy. It was coming from the city of Tabriz in the northwest of Iran after returning from a dam opening ceremony on the Azerbaijan border. Iran has since declared 5 days of mourning as Vice President Mohammed Mukhtar will assume presidential duties. Meanwhile, an election for a new president is due to take place in the next 50 days. In a decisive move to combat rising sea levels, the Guyana Parliament on Friday passed a new sea and river defense bill. Here's more.
The Sea and River Defence Bill 2023 was on Friday passed during the sitting of the 12th Parliament of Guyana, aimed at boosting efforts to mitigate and adapt to rising sea levels. Minister of Public Works Warren Edgell emphasized during his presentation that the bill aims to enhance and broaden the scope of existing legislation.
The objective of the redraft is not to write the legislation or to introduce more policy changes, but to update and refine the legislation to meet current and future challenges.
The newly passed bill enacts several critical changes, including merging Acts Chapter 64.1 and 64.2 into a unified act, defining sea and river defenses, and creating a Sea and River Defense Board. This board will now take on the enhanced role of planning, managing and building flood defenses, with an expanded mandate compared to the current legislation. Edgell further emphasized that the bill will specifically target flood management, given the heightened vulnerability of the low coastal plain to rising sea levels driven by climate change.
It will introduce a system of flood management planning to ensure flood defenses are properly identified, designed, and maintained. At the same time, enhancing public participation and consultation.
Additionally, the bill redefines sea and river defenses to encompass natural barriers such as mangroves. The legislation will also introduce harsher penalties for offenses affecting sea and river defense structures.
The maximum pay imposed for offenses is $30,000 and imprisonment for a period of 6 months.
Meanwhile, the maximum general penalty for corporate entities has been raised to $10 million, while for individuals, it is now set at $1 million. Reporting for the HGP 90 News, I am Carice Gonzalez.
Thank you, Carice. Leader of the opposition, Aubrey Norton, has once again called out the ruling People's Progressive Party civic government over the inhumane treatment of residents of Success on the east coast of Demerara. Daisy Richards reports.
Aubrey Norton, leader of the opposition during his party's weekly press conference on Friday, highlighted that he believes the People's Progressive Party civic PPPC government has been unfair to residents of Success on the east coast of Demerara. Success residents were asked to relocate for a second time after being told by government officials to occupy land further inland, which turned out to be owned by the National Industrial and Commercial and Investments Limited, NISIL.
The PPP treatment of people in Success is a clear indication of this reality. The PPP moved the persons in Success from lands they were occupying. The inhumane PPP contended then that the lands belong to NISIL, and if the people did not move, they will bulldoze them.
Residents claim that due to them having to relocate for a second time, their children were unable to attend school regularly since it will take approximately 1 hour on foot from their homes to the front of the village. The opposition leader contends that the residents are now forced to live in an area where there is no water, electricity, and no proper sanitary facilities to their disposal.
Having forced the people to move, they placed them way down to the back without water and electricity. Meanwhile, the same land they refused to give to the poor Guyanese citizens, they have allocated to their families, friends, and favorites to build a housing scheme.
Norton highlighted that the residents were allegedly threatened by the government to pay the sum of $500,000 for the lands they were allocated or be bulldozed.
The opposition is calling on the People's Progressive Party to compensate the residents, provide them with light, water, and water among other basic needed facilities.
The PPPC government, however, in an article in the Guyana Chronicle, have alleged that they have been engaging the Success squatters since August of 2020, and the Central Housing and Planning Authority claimed that in February of 2024, they provided the residents with steel and subsidy forms to support the construction of new homes in the area. They added that there are black water tanks in the area that are regularly refilled until the Guyana Water Incorporated GWI can provide the residents with uninterrupted service. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Thank Thank you, Dacia. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Number 1 world-famous astrologer and psychic, Astropandit Ishwar. Astrology prediction is God's gift, passed down from generation to generation. He is specialized in the removal of black magic, negative energy, bad luck, voodoo, evil spirits, your worries, and here, special guidance for broken relationships, husband and wife disputes. Expert in bringing back loved ones,
business problems, sexual problems, children's problems, family problems, health problems, domestic problems, and many more. 100% warranted result. All matters private and confidential. Call or WhatsApp now for book on appointment. And all religions are welcome.
You're watching the HGP Nightly News. Thanks for staying with us. Our developing story on the police blotter. The police's version of how 2 men were shot and injured and the firearm seized in Agricola, Georgetown Saturday night differs from that of eyewitnesses. More details in this report. The police said that they received a tip-off that 31-year-old Darwin Young, who is allegedly wanted in Guyana and in French Guyana, was seen at a shop just off 3rd Street, Agricola. A joint patrol was dispatched to the area. The officers, upon arrival, approached the suspect requesting to conduct a search. The police report continued that the suspect refused the request and became hostile, subsequently reaching for a firearm. That's when the police shot him to his left lower knee. However, eyewitnesses to the entire ordeal is refuting the police's version of the story. Fearing victimization from the police, the eyewitnesses have opted for their faces not to be shown.
He was sitting facing the road and the car just pulled up just so we see the guns them start pull out. People start running and they start shooting just so.
I hear the police say that young he had a gun.
They was lying, he didn't have no gun. They didn't even empty. They didn't even explain themselves empty by themselves nothing. They just roll up and start shooting.
The police also claimed that a crowd attempted to leave the scene with Young, and that caused ranks to summon backup.
When I go in the yard, my cousin was on the ground lie down. And I tried to pick him up and tell him my yard don't shoot, take him to the station, take him to the hospital. And one of the police went over him and hollering, don't touch him, don't touch him. Nephew right there says, he bleeding a lot. Yeah, pick him up, let him go at the hospital. He said, yeah, don't get me effing vaccine when he started to shoot up in the air.
Another resident was shot and injured by police during the ordeal. The police claimed that the man, who was armed with a cutlass, attempted to chop them.
Because if he had a weapon, he take it out and shooting at them now. Why here don't have no bullets? You understand? You can't just roll up by people's place and just shooting up on these things. These people are always tormenting we family.
Meanwhile, an injured Darwin Young told Nightly News via telephone that he was never wanted by police locally or in French Guyana.
I never wanted in French Guyana. I come from French Guyana like a week before Easter. And I catch a taxi and I came down to Georgetown. Well, when I came into Georgetown, the police as well that stopped me. I ain't wanted no way. The police at another road, black on the road, stopped me. I give them a name, everything I never wanted.
The investigation continues. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. The Guyana Power and Light says 36 megawatts of power from the power ship has been added to the national grid. The story from Daisy Richards.
The Guyana Power and Light Inc. GPL says the power ship has successfully increased its generation output to 35 megawatts to the Demerara-Berbice Interconnected System, DBIS. According to the company, a capacity test was completed on Monday, confirming the power ship is now at its maximum capacity of 36 megawatts. This boost will likely see a reduction in service interruptions previously experienced by the company's more than 200,000 customers. The Guyana Power and Light has been grappling with a spate of blackouts, with the government and opposition trading blame on the reasons behind the many issues plaguing the power company. Late last year, the government had invested US $27.5 million to procure 17 generator sets that was expected to provide some 28.9 megawatts of electricity to the national grid. However, despite the acquisition, customers were forced to put up with the regular blackouts. President Irfan Ali in early April traded the blame for the frequent blackouts.
The problem is multifaceted. The first issue is that we're dealing with a very aged infrastructure. Some of these generators are 30 years old. We're dealing with a situation where for 5 years, between 2015 and 2020, there was actually no maintenance. So you have the maintenance issue that you have to catch up on. You have aged infrastructure. And then we're dealing with the exponential growth.
Days later, former Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson, however, called out the government, accusing it of hiding its mismanagement of the power company.
We did new generation sets, 63 megawatts. We put in a new generation set in Region 6, their stronghold. A new generation set in Anna Regina, if you can remember Anna Regina, 3 sets. And they have their new generation sets in Bartica. We put in 46 megawatts. That's what kept us in Garden of Eden. That is what they hung on to for the last 4 years.
Vice President Barra Jaglio also in early April, while admitting that the situation at the power company was dire, urged Guyanese to be patient. It must be noted, though, that the 36 megawatts of power from the power ship alone remains inadequate since there continues to be an increasing demand for electricity. Government has since announced that it is looking to acquire an additional 30 megawatts of power to add to the national grid, but did not say when this will be. For AGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Thank you, Daisy. Stay tuned for regional news.
Not a single bar of service.
Not with us. Digicel officially has the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Agricola, the company behind Speed Test, recognizes Digicel as the network with the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Be it in Aishalton or in Etteringban, we got you covered.
Digicel, the award-winning network for everyone, everywhere.
Step right into the vibrant heart of Guyana with HGP TV's freshest series, Inside Culture. Dive deep into the pulsating core of our spirited nation as we unravel the captivating stories embedded in our arts, music, sports, and beyond. A journey to nurture your soul and celebrate our rich heritage. Join us on HGP TV, where Inside Culture brings you closer to the heart and soul of Guyana, airing Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. and rebroadcasting on Sundays.
Good evening, I'm Daisy Richards and welcome to Monday's edition of the Regional News. We begin with news from the British Virgin Islands. A double murder has rocked the British Virgin Islands. The victims have been identified as Hispanic nationals, Alex Montero Hernandez, 44, who resided in Fahy Hill, and Amancio Vasquez Ramirez, 33, who resided in Seacoast Bay. Detectives of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, RVIPF, are currently seeking witnesses or any information in relation to the incident, which occurred just after midnight on Friday, May 17. Preliminary investigations reveal that both victims were outside a popular bar in the Huntum's Gut area when they were fatally shot. The circumstances surrounding the incident are unknown. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force says residents can expect to see more officers conducting house-to-house visits as part of the force's commitment to ensuring public safety. Governor Daniel Pruitt visited the crime scene and commented, quote, "This is terrible news. My thoughts are with loved ones of the victims. I'm grateful to the RVIPF for their quick response, and I ask anyone with information to contact the police as they take forward their investigation." End of quote. While in Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad artiste Kalonji Arthur has been granted $1 million bail after appearing virtually before a magistrate on Friday. The 26-year-old of Goldsboro is facing 6 charges related to a drive-by shooting in Speyside, which left 6 people injured on May 4. The charges include wounding with intent, shooting with intent, and possession of firearms and ammunition. The matter has been scheduled for hearing on February 26, 2025. The vehicle involved in the shooting was found abandoned near Delaford. It belonged to murder victim Chanel Walters Joseph. Walters Joseph was laid to rest on Thursday afternoon, a little over a week after she was found dead over a precipice at Sawmill Trace, Mount St. George, hours after the Speyside shooting. Now for some international news. An election for a new president is due to take place in the next 50 days after Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi was killed after his helicopter crashed in the country's east, Azerbaijan province, on Sunday. Iran's Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian was also killed in Sunday's crash along with several others. The helicopter, one of 3 traveling in a convoy, crashed in heavy fog in the north of the country. President Raisi was heading to the city of Tabriz in the northwest of Iran after returning from a dam ceremony on the Azerbaijan border. Iran has since declared 5 days of mourning. Iran's Vice President Mohammad Mokber will take over presidential duties. Thank you for watching. Do have a productive week. Until next time.
No progress on day 3 of conciliation talks. GTU says 20% interim payment is fair. Inhumane treatment of Success residents, says Aubrey Norton. Harsher penalties introduced into new sea and river defense bill. And power ship operating at maximum 36 megawatts capacity. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Travis Chase. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Interested in honoring or paying tribute to a loved one, or just making a loved one feel special? HGP TV offers you all that and more. Air your birthday greetings, death announcements, and wedding anniversaries on HGP TV today. HGP TV offers affordable prices, convenience, and great services. Call us on 220-3660 or email us at sales@hgptv.com.